Hello and welcome to video 5 of HPC 5753, Marriage and Family Therapy. This is Alan Sherlin from Belk Library at Appalachian State University, and today we're going to look at finding cases in another legal database called LexisNexis Academic. And let's get started with that. We're going to begin at the library homepage, and we're going to go to Finding Information, Databases, and e-resource tools. All of the databases, by the way, are listed alphabetically by name, and they can be found there. But if you don't recall the name or you want to be sure which ones you're looking for, go ahead and go by subject, and you can look for law here below. And we're going to go to the third item down, LexisNexis Academic, to see an alternative legal database we have in the library, and we're going to look at that. We'll go into LexisNexis. What we're going to do is this time is just look for cases. We're going to look up cases, legal cases. I want to show you the easiest way to do that is just to take this drop-down, look up legal case box here, and we can begin to put in a case either by its citation, and they give you an example of that here, or by the parties involved, so-and-so versus so-and-so, plaintiff versus defendant, or by topic. Why would we want to do that, you might ask? Well, for example, if we were looking at an article or written as we're doing our research, for example, in this article, the preemptive power of state Supreme Courts, adoption of abortion or death penalty legislation, you may be looking in the citations and so on and come to a citation. Let's say, for example, this citation, 410 U.S. 113. It also is known as, by the way, Roe versus Wade. You may have heard of that. And so we can go to LexisNexis. Well, let's say we just had the citation itself. So 410 U.S. 113. It's a Supreme Court case, I believe. We're going to go ahead and go in here and look at that. By putting that citation in, you can see Supreme Court of the United States, and there it appears. It also gives us the Roe versus Wade here at the top, and with a case summary, information about the case, history of the case, and so on. We've got a lot of information about that and overview and so on. So the citation can be very useful in your research in marriage and family therapy in terms of following through legal cases. Let's go ahead and put another case in here. Let's say, for example, I was looking up an article that mentioned a custody case in which a non-parent plaintiff and a defendant biological mother were discussing custody of a child, and this case was referred to as Bozeman versus Jarrell. I'm going to go ahead and put that case in and see if we can find that. Okay, I put it in the second set of boxes, Bozeman versus Jarrell. And we can see all the cases and the appellate cases, etc., leading up to the Supreme Court case. Here it is. And we have the case, the overview, and so on. The procedural posture, it's called. A trial court awarded plaintiff, non-parent, and defendant biological mother joint legal custody of the minor child, and so on. So, as we can see, we can put in citations, case numbers, and so on. Let's do one more just for practice. What if you have a reference to a North Carolina Supreme Court case? This is related to a father contesting adoption proceedings, adoption of his son. I'm sure all the details, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And that case was a North Carolina Supreme Court case, and that's 327, and that's going to be in period C, period 61. Let's see if we can find that. And here we go, 327, North Carolina 61. And here it is. Appellant father sought review of the orders of the Court of Appeals of North Carolina, which reversed the trial court's order dismissing the adoption proceedings of his son, held the father's consent was required, so on. So here's that court case. So having the citation can be very helpful in finding a case and in your research. So I hope this is helpful to you. And you have two databases you can work with, Westlaw Next and LexisNexis Academic. Try them both, and they'll be very helpful. And that concludes today's video. Thank you.